You know what I mean? Like, all I have to donate is my testimony, bro. And that's worth more than gold, brother.
Indeed.
Because the Lord, when I gave everything up, bro, I was a druggie. I was smoking crack. I was smoking meth. I was doing hallucinogenics. I wouldn't stop. It was daily. I was 2 packs a day smoker with the cigarettes. And one day, 2.5 years ago, I had a dream, bro. That my kids would always tell me, "When are you gonna quit, Daddy? Like you're always smiling. Like, when are you gonna quit? Are you okay?" When they would see me, "Are you okay?" But because my eyes were sunken in, and I wouldn't get a lot of sleep because I was a druggie, and I wouldn't understand why they would always say, "Are you okay?" But I didn't look okay, bro. And my baby mamas could see it. My family could see it. I was a druggie, dog, daily. I would tell you any story I could just to supply my drugs. But one day I said, "Lord," I had this dream, and in this dream, I woke up and I could see everything so vividly. And I was on a hospital bed, but inside of my mom's house. That I lost my mom 3 years ago, and that's why I fell deep into drugs. And then it stopped being an excuse of losing my mom, and it started being an addiction that I couldn't get over. And I was 140 pounds, bro. Right now, today, I'm 196. I have transformed, but I got on my knees, brother, and I envisioned all the drugs that I was doing, and I put them in my hand, and I told my Lord, I got on my knees, and I was like, "Lord, I can't stop these things. I can't. I'm not capable. My carnal self, on my own, I can't defeat these principalities and darkness of these world. The drugs, bro, they are the witchcraft of witches and warlocks, because they trap your mind, and they like, the stronger the drug, the stronger the spell. And I'm not capable of defeating that. And I put it above my head, and I said, "Lord, please take this from me." After this dream, I was on the hospital bed, and my little daughter was walking by my feet and came up to my head, and she told me, "I told you, Daddy. I told you." And I woke up, and it just scared the drugs out of me, because I was like, that's where I'm headed, bro. 2 packs a day smoker. That's where I was headed. And my daughters were always telling me, "Stop, Daddy, stop." And after that dream, I stopped cold turkey. I gave up smoking meth and crack and doing all these different things. And my life transformed. But I gave it to God. Sincerely, bro. From my heart. Like, I didn't know who else could help me. Nobody could help me through these things. And I was like, "Lord, take this from me. I can't overcome these things." The next day, I had no temptation. It's been 3 years. I haven't put a cigarette to my mouth. I haven't done the things I was doing. Miraculously. People tell me, "Was it hard?" And I'm like, maybe I should say it was hard because how hard it is. He took it from me, dude. Real talk, real testimony. It wasn't even a struggle. For 2 weeks, yeah, I had withdrawals. I would wake up wet and stuff, but I never went back to it. Never had a temptation like, like one more time, this and that. The Lord took it from me when I was sincere and I wanted to change, dude. I wanted it in my heart. My Lord knew that what I was doing wasn't who I was, and I was tired of doing what I was doing. And when I gave it up to him, divinely, I was delivered, bro. I promise, dog. Delivered, homie. I could never do it on my own. I would quit for a couple weeks or a couple days, but the crack and the coke and all this stuff would like get in the way, but I knew I was something better. And then when I was ready, I was like, I don't want this no more, Lord. I don't want it anymore. Like, please help me, Jesus. He took it from me, dude. I went from 140 pounds to 196 today. My mind is clear. My talking is clear.
Resurrected.
Overcoming the principalities and powers of this earth, the things that we can't see but have us trapped. I'm an overcomer. So, devil, bring whatever else you think you can defeat.
Scared.
I ain't scared, dude. I've gone through it all. There's nothing the devil can put me through to test me anymore.
No,
because I'm patient and I wait.
He played himself, or he or she played himself, because every time you tested me, I figured out a different part of the puzzle.
Eventually,
and now I got it.
And I can never
and you didn't
go
get
back.
me. And I can't go back. I can't.